Yo, 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 yo. How is the stream looking? How is the stream looking? I had to fix so many things, especially from last stream. Dude. Internet connections. Internet connections. Streaming is hard. Don't let anybody tell you streaming is easy. Streaming be so hard. Streaming be so hard sometimes. Dog. Okay. And now I finally think I have everything under control. I was the problem. I was the poor internet connection guy yesterday. I don't like that. I don't like being that guy. That's not who I am at heart. So if I couldn't get it fixed today, it was just gonna have to be a hold on streams. I thought I was gonna have to choose between Twitch and YouTube. I thought multi-streaming was over. Thankfully, I figured it out though. Hopefully. I think it took around. I'm just about to post my own. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. I'm gonna actually check it out. I might make a separate video looking through all the other people's looking through everybody's suggestions for the game, all their character suggestions. But Lodestar Joe, I'm gonna check it out. Elena looks a little different on my screen. Ignore that. Everybody just ignore that. Ignore what you're seeing right now. Don't tell Capcom. But yeah, I'm super excited for that game. That game's gonna be crazy. I will run the Fantastic Four. That's why I need them all to be separate characters. Because I will run that team. That's gonna be my team. That my day one team is all Fantastic Four. Such a cool pick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I needed a character that nobody else is gonna have in their list. How do I turn off the there it is. I'll post in a few minutes. I might check that out. If you don't mind me watching it on stream. But if you do, I can check it off. I can check it out off stream too. But I'm definitely interested. I'm trying to catch the vibe of what everybody wants to see, or who everybody wants to see in the game. Cause I think I just got a comment that just said somebody was asking for Moon Knight. I was like, oh. I should have put them in. I should have put them in my roster. I forgot about Moon Knight. He would be kind of sick. And somebody that's new to Marvel, new to a Marvel fighting game, and is very popular, and not just because of Marvel Rivals. So a new YouTuber. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Well, I will be checking that out. Just let me know. But for now, I'm gonna get some games in. I don't know if I'm gonna do ranked. I might just do casual. I need to get Elena in my hands a little more before I hop back in. Before I lose all of my points and go back to platinum. And I definitely need to learn the Manon matchup. So I refuse. I refuse to lose that matchup again. All right. Stream is working as intended on both Twitch and YouTube. Thank goodness. I thought it was over for me. If only I could find an opponent. Oh wait, I forgot. I said it to I might bring that back down to 4 to 5. I said 5 bars only. I thought everyone else was the problem, but it was me. How do I do this? No. What is it? The low into the overhead is kind of crazy. It will work. I will do it and it will work. Wi-Fi. A Wi-Fi Ryu to start it off. Will they rage quit if they lose? Only time will tell. Oh, I gotta change my costume. This is not the costume I wanted. This is why we do casual match. I meant to back throw them. Grab. He did all that for grab. He ran all that way just to grab me. Just to grab little old me.
Round 2. Fight.
Hello? Hello? Is it me? No, no drop frames. No, nothing. Rage quit when you lose. Why did he do that? It's casual match. You can learn something. Big dog. Big dog. The connection wasn't that bad. Everything was good on my end. Big dog. The life of a modern day fighting game player. Rage quitting in casual match. Ain't no reason to do all that. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi Akuma. Akuma's at least played a set. No matter how crazy or wild they play, they at least finished a set. Plat 3? Why did they match me up against this guy? Maybe he's nice. I gotta respect it. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I didn't get hit by all that. What? Okay. Right. That is what you do there. My parry? My parry? Hello? Okay, I was gonna super. There was no reason to super right there. Thank goodness I didn't. Thank goodness they didn't let me do that. I'll use it here. I'll use it here. That's fine. Maybe I'll get him in the burnout. I messed up. I messed up my combo. I messed up my combo, but well, you know, two perfect matches. Grab. I wasn't thinking. Die? No. No. EXDP. Whoops. You were supposed to get grabbed. You were supposed to get grabbed, Akuma. You were supposed to get grabbed. Yeah, he learned. He learned, he learned, he learned. Jump. Jump. Awesome. Awesome round. No meter needed. That is an option. Right. Right. Internet. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Cool, 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 cool. I feel very good about those rounds. I don't know what rank he was in. Platinum 3 though. I need some diamonds. Y'all like that anti-air though? Y'all saw that anti-air I did? I said jump and he jumped.
Here comes a new challenger.
Another one. Or the same one. That would be crazy. Okay, different one. No drop frames. Stream looking good. Everything's good. You good, bro? Yeah, he's good. I should have baited it. I punished. Who does that? Oh my gosh, all that defense for what? All that defense for what? Random. Is this even a combo? What kind of combo is this? tried to jump. All right. I never fought a Akuma this patient before. This Akuma is very patient. Hello? 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 Uh-huh. Not the typical message, though. I don't think either of us plugged. How would you beat that guy? I don't think I can do anything that would go back into... I don't think going back into that replay would do me any good. I think I just had to get in his face a little more and play a little more neutral. Anti-air. Punish.
Here comes a new
Set a punish more.
challenger.
One of my weaker matchups. I don't know. Master. Tekken 8 sucks ass.
Round one.
Master. Ow. Right. Right. What the heck? Yeah, hit me in the face. Stream looking solid? Bet. Appreciate it. Because I was having some issues yesterday. Grab. What? I gotta go on the offense. What? Okay, thank goodness I killed. I did not want to use my super. This is a hard matchup. Why did I try to sway that? Dream combo. He does not have those. Why'd that hit me? Yeah. Ah! I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. They got me fighting masters.
Round one. Fight.
The mix? Why are you not falling for my shenanigans? All right. Grab. Yeah. What? I'm playing in his range. I'm playing in his range. I'm rolling. Oh my god.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump. I'm just letting him do what he wants. What the heck? I swear I blocked it. I swear I blocked it. Yeah. I think it's just player diff. Player diff. Not too bad though, but yeah. I played too much in his range.
Here comes a new challenger.
Another one. Another one. Gold 2. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Everybody, yeah, okay. All right. That's fair. He is a drive impact guy. Okay. He is a drive impactor. So be ready.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. I said he was a drive impactor, and then he did the thing I said. Where is my... I don't know what to do about that. That's a defeat. I could have defeated. I didn't have enough impact. I didn't have enough health for drive impact.
Get ready.
I'll do it. Give me some meter. Give me my meter. I'll let you get out. I'll let you get out. Yeah. Grab. That sucks. That sucks. Come on. To gold 2. That's how you know my day is so bad. Are you serious? Jump. Drive rush into jump. That's not what I wanted to do, but I'm glad I did it. Ouch. Okay. Clean, 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 clean.
Round 2. Fight.
What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Grab. Grab. I hate that for me. I hate that for me. Don't let it be you. Ah, jab. Do I do delay jab for that?
Fight.
Just barely. I think it's better meter usage than I do. I think he has better meter usage than I do. That's gonna kill. No. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes, buddy. Right. Wake up, drive impact. That hurts. Double level 1. He has no meter though.
Round 2. Fight.
What? I pressed it. Oh, should I have waited? I'll get this meter back. He's burnt out. Jump? Okay. Oh, it's up. All right. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. No, buddy. Buddy, I've had enough of you. Grab. How do I get in on this? How do I get in on that? Ah! I tried to do some cool shit. All right, GG's guy. GG's guy. I really don't know what to do in that matchup, man. I could have held that or parried that. That was a bad level 2. Turn this off. Get that out of my face. Get that out of my face. It's gonna be a short stream today anyway, because I have a pizza downstairs and I'm very hungry. But let's check out some Marvel Tokon content. Dude, I hope this game shows up at Evo. Lodestar. Oh, there it is. There it is. Pause. Now I gotta adjust the game, the audio. I'm a professional streamer. Hold on. I'm a professional. What is this? There it is. Bam. Let's check out a tier list. Let's check out a roster. Let's get some crazy picks. Let's get crazy.
As a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom, the announcement of Tokon Fighting Souls was definitely bittersweet. On
True.
one hand, we have a beautiful Marvel fighting game developed by Arc System Works, and on the other, it kind of feels like your parents just split up. Okay, I know Marvel vs. Capcom
That is true.
has been dormant for a while, but last year's fighting collection really did suggest that something else was in the works. Speaking for myself, I was just about to publish my own Marvel 4 roster video, but now I have to throw away more than half of my work. Not that I'm really complaining. The game itself looks fantastic. A 4v4
Oh,
tag
I saw
fighter
that.
with Arc System
That
once
fantastic
again
in the bottom.
delivering their signature cel-shaded art style. Active tag,
Say that
stage
again.
transitions, and somehow a Gundam V-fin on Iron Man. I can already tell this game's gonna be something special. As for the roster itself, let's work with a hypothetical 42.
42?
Gives us some
What?
extra room for
Oh, for
future
DLC. Okay. Okay.
To start,
I'll take it.
let's get some of the obvious picks out of the way.
Yo, I was like 42. We're being very generous here, aren't we? But you also win the DLC. That's true. Maybe I should have did that. Yeah, I like how this started out with feeling bittersweet about Marvel vs. Capcom. It's very weird. That's something I brought up in my reaction, but not in my roster video, where it's just like, this is a very weird situation. Yeah. W yap.
Just some extra
W
room for
yapping, man.
future DLC.
Get that DLC in there.
Let's get some of the obvious picks out of the way. Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America.
Oh, we're not even doing
Thor,
who's already been
Wolverine,
revealed.
Black Panther, and Doctor Strange.
We're just going crazy.
These characters are modern Marvel. Easily their biggest heroes at the moment, and it just wouldn't make sense to make a Marvel fighting game without having all of them. Of course, we have a few more characters already confirmed, but I'm going to be covering them progressively throughout this video. For now, our next character is Cyclops.
W Cyclops.
Despite not getting top billing anymore,
W
I still think it
Cyclops.
was a mistake to leave him out of Marvel 3. In
True.
X-Men 97, Cyclops has seen a bit of a
This is
resurgence in
exactly what I was
popularity,
thinking about for a moveset
even
too, of all
front
the
and
stuff he
center
has
for the
in
fighting collection. I know
97, man.
This isn't Marvel vs. Capcom, but I think it'd be nice if this game still paid tribute to where it all started.
Now
Our
that
next two
part,
characters-
I don't know. I don't know if Arxis is gonna do all that. I'm bittersweet on like, I really want Arxis to do their own thing, but it is gonna feel so weird not having like some of the same roster, like guaranteed rosters from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Here's are Magneto and Storm.
Magneto's
Aside
in.
from their
Okay.
status
Okay.
as important legacy fighters, they're easily two of Marvel's most iconic characters.
Magneto's
So,
in.
including them here is another no-brainer. Storm is already confirmed for the roster, and I gotta say, her look is just top-notch.
Fantastic.
First her Marvel Rivals design, and now this.
W. Even better,
Speaking
I
of
think.
Marvel Rivals, another X-Men character that Marvel's currently pushing is Magic. She's the
Magic's in,
sword-wielding
okay.
sister of Colossus,
Okay.
with the power to teleport and open portals.
This is someone I wanted to
She can
either
also transform into a demon.
replace with I was switching back and forth between Magic and Elektra. And I think I just went with Elektra because I knew less people were going to have Elektra on her list.
which
On
could
their
be
list.
A sort of Devil Trigger-esque install super.
But I do think Magic might have a
is
more Magic might be a better fighting game pick. She would have an install, which would be hard. Electro Solid, yup.
And open
Appreciate it. But yeah,
She can also
I think Magic makes
transform
more
into
sense
a
though.
Demon, which could be a
Was
sort
that
of-
Lud? Wait, what? I was not paying attention the first time. That's
she's the
Lud. That's
sword-wielding
Ludwig
sister
from
of Colossus,
Bloodborne. This video has good editing.
teleport and open portals. She can also transform into a demon.
I see that.
Which
Okay,
could be a
that
sort
was
of
slick.
Devil
That was slick.
Trigger-esque install super. Deadpool is our next
Deadpool's
rider,
in.
and again another obvious choice.
Yeah,
He's always been a popular character and was one of the
This was such a
standout
cool
newcomers for
cutscene,
Marvel
too.
3. I know it's going to be hard to live up to the Capcom version, but maybe Arxis can channel some of that crazy Faust energy.
yeah.
Nightcrawler is my
They're familiar with goofiness. Nightcrawler. Ooh.
all-time favorite.
Wait. Does he have the swords, or is he just fighting with his hands? That's something I was conflicted about with putting him in
X-Men
in a
character,
fighting
so
game.
I gotta make room for him here. Sure, he does have some overlap with magic, both being teleporting, sword-wielding demons.
Sword wielding.
but
Okay.
You know, that hasn't really stopped these games before.
True.
To close out the X-Men side of the
That
roster,
is true.
my final two picks are Armor and Psylocke.
Armor.
Given the game's strong Japanese influences, these two feel like a natural fit.
Armor is someone else that got brought up in the comments of my other video. And she's also in the Ultimate Run. Nightcrawler, he would go crazy. His moveset would go crazy. Armor is in the new Ultimate Run that I haven't read yet, but she is being pushed by Marvel a little bit. So it wouldn't be too far of a stretch to say that she might be in. I'm expecting Armor for I always thought Armor would make a good fit for a tank in Marvel Rivals. And then Psylocke and Magic. This has a lot of X-Men in it. This has way more X-Men. This has way more X-Men in it than mine. But they are necessary. That was one of the biggest complaints for Marvel Infinite. Was no X-Men. And everybody said, fuck that game. So I do think Arxis might take a page from that and throw in a bunch of X-Men in it.
Armor could be a unique big body grappler.
Psylocke and
while
Magic
Psylocke
in.
would be our ninja archetype.
Every game needs a every game needs a ninja. That's what I said when I put Elektra in my game. I was like, every game needs one ninja. So that's cool that it's being repeated in other videos. I like
Just
that.
like Marvel Rivals, we'll be using the Demon Days version of the character, which further sets her apart from her Versus series counterpart. The next character on the list is Hawkeye. He's
Hawkeye,
a staple
yes, again.
member of the Avengers and could easily be one of the game's obligatory zoners. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver give Arxis the opportunity
Quicksilver.
to add two more characters that Capcom
He is a
hasn't got around
speedster.
to. They could really go anywhere with Wanda's magic, and for Quicksilver, I'm excited to see how Arxis would adapt a speedster character.
Do a speedster in a versus game. That's gonna be insane. I didn't think of any speedsters. I don't know of any other I don't know any other speedsters in Marvel. I should have put Quicksilver in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Brilliant pick.
Likewise, a shrinking character
Ant-Man!
Ant-Man would also be an interesting challenge.
I'm gonna give
And
us second gen Avengers. Yeah, that is true. That does open it up for Avengers. They're in a lot of Avengers comics. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. And I'm not, people don't think about them a lot as being a part of the team, but they have a long history with the Avengers. I can't believe Quicksilver has ever been in a fighting game before. Very based. Also, I think I used this same
This
exact
proves that both of these powers are possible.
Adam video from the Adam trailer from Adam from an Injustice 2 trailer. I think I used the same exact video in my video, which is exactly what I'm thinking. Ant-Man, base pick, based. Ant-Man is Kamen Rider. I was thinking Ant-Man is Jaguar from Godzilla, just because he has a shrinking motif. That would no. Kamen Rider does have a lot of bug designs though, bug looking designs, and this game is changing it up with the looks, so that would make more sense visually. Do you mention that in this video? Because that's an excellent point.
Roxas would adapt a speedster character.
Kamen Rider influence.
Likewise, a shrinking character like Ant-Man would also be an interesting challenge. Injustice proves that both of these powers are possible, and I'd love to see Arxis give us their own take. The Winter Soldier is a fan favorite across
Winter
movies,
Soldier,
comics, and other media, and while he was
Winter
playable
Soldier
in Marvel Infinite, I think he deserves another shot.
That's my exact reason I put Black Widow on mine.
Maybe
they deserve another shot.
Hydra arm from Marvel Rivals, and I could also see them giving him a high-impact super similar to Tyrant Rave or Bionic Arm. To round out the Avengers, Captain Marvel is another easy
Captain
addition.
Marvel. I was gonna
Miss
save her for
Marvel
DLC.
herself is already in the game, and just like Winter Soldier, I think Carol deserves another chance. I'd imagine she'd work as an easy-to-play all-rounder with some.
Ah, dang, dude! You should have mentioned the Kamen Rider. That's such a good pull. Captain Marvel I didn't have in my roster because of I do think having Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel in the same game in the same base roster might be a little too confusing for general audiences. She's definitely important enough to be like DLC though. Also, I wouldn't be upset though. She is one of like the stronger female characters in this game. I wouldn't be. She's definitely going to be in the game. I think she's very popular. I'm surprised she's not in Marvel Rivals yet.
Added aerial mobility to spice things up.
More cosmic rep, yeah.
As for Kamala, she already looks like a really fun and expressive character. While she might have some
I'm
overlap
interested to
with our
see
next
who you
fighter,
pulled from the
given
Guardians.
flexibility of their powers, I'm sure
If he
there's
pulled
still
anyone.
room for both of them.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said. Wait. That better not be Super Scroll in my game.
I imagine she'd work as an easy-to-play all-rounder with some added aerial mobility to spice
That better
things
not
up.
be Super Scroll
As
in
for
my
Kamala,
game.
She already looks like a really fun and expressive character. While she might have some overlap with our next fighter, given the flexibility of
Wait
their
a minute.
powers, I'm sure there's still room for both of them.
Ain't no way.
So our next
Ain't no
character
way.
is Super Skrull.
I know way.
Okay, so back when this was still a Marvel vs. Capcom 4
What?
video, I really did consider bringing Super Skrull back.
Okay.
Not only does he save up on
He's such a
valuable
cool
roster
villain,
space,
man.
He was personally one of my favorite characters from Marvel 3.
He's such a cool character
That
though.
being said, with this being a brand new 4v4 fighter, it really is the perfect opportunity for Marvel's first family to make their fighting game debut. The Fantastic Four are incredibly important to the history of Marvel. And they're also
True.
going to be playing a big role in the MCU going forward.
It's a good mention, man.
And speaking of, Doctor Doom is another confirmed character. Arguably
True.
Marvel's biggest villain, he often takes center stage in a lot of the big Marvel crossovers. Most recently with Marvel Rivals, and even last year's Fortnite update.
That is true.
Namor and the Silver Surfer are two
Namor
more
and Silver
historically
Surfer, okay.
significant characters
Defenders?
who've also never appeared in a versus game.
All the
Namor,
defenders are
they
in
could
here.
always take some cues from Injustice Aquaman, or they could go a completely different direction, perhaps designing him around a summoning mechanic.
What in the
Silver
world?
Surfer could be another zoning character with unique aerial mobility distinct from Captain Marvel and the other flying characters. As a fun little bonus, with Hulk and
All
Doctor
f-
Strange on the
dude,
same team,
all
this will
four.
give us the original Defenders
Hey,
lineup.
defenders! I just said that. Yeah.
With 9 X-Men on the roster, 12
What was I gonna say? Oh, Silver Surfer. What I was thinking about what his moveset was gonna be like, man. Cause like it makes sense to me on paper, but if I actually see him like floating around, what would his kicks be? He would hit you. He would hit you with his big ass board. If he's on the board, he would have to be on the board. He has to be on his surfboard. So I'm trying to think of like if I push the kick button, what is that gonna look like? I want him in my game, but I'm thinking and I'm like, wait a minute. How does that work? I'm sure they'll figure it out.
if you want to count these. As a fun little bonus, with Hulk and Doctor Strange on the same team,
Defenders.
this will give us the original Defenders lineup. With 9 X-Men on the roster, 12 if you want to count these 3, I think it's only fair we include
Inhumans.
at least one Inhuman.
Medusa.
Instead of going with Black Bolt, I'd argue Medusa would make for a far more interesting character.
W! W! Then again, if you don't do Black Bolt, then what other Inhuman could you? I guess there's a couple you could do, but I was gonna put. I was so close from putting Lockjaw on my roster, but I was like, nobody wants to beat up a dog. He's just a dog. So I guess it would just be Black Bolt, Medusa, or Lockjaw, but nobody wants to beat up Lockjaw. Or Crystal. Lockjaw would be sick. But you have to punch a dog. He's just like a dog. I don't think he's like a actually I'm not too familiar with Lockjaw. I don't know if he's like super intelligent where he can like speak. I don't think he is. I think he is just a teleporting dog, a big ass teleporting dog. But he would be so sick. Dude.
Count these
Dude.
three. I think it's only fair we include at least one.
Also, I didn't want the dog to be the Inhumans rep.
I'd argue Medusa would make for a far more interesting character.
But yeah, Medusa.
Arxis has a lot of experience animating hair.
True.
I'm sure Medusa's powers would look great in this engine.
That's something I didn't even think about.
Aside from Venom, I knew I wanted to add
Venom's
another
in.
Spider-Man character, and the choice was between another villain or another spider person. The obvious pick is of course Miles, but personally, I'd much rather have Spider-Man 2099.
Ooh.
Honestly,
I don't think
can't really
anybody
decide
said this
which way to
yet.
go, so instead, let's finally add Spidey's arch nemesis. The Green Goblin is no doubt one of Marvel's
You
most
and me!
iconic villains. Visually, just like
Yo, we're on the same page. I think Spider-Man 2099 goes crazy. I think that goes crazy, but the Green Goblin pick is based.
Goblin is
Incredible
no doubt
pick.
one of
Incredible
Marvel's
choice.
Most iconic villains. Visually, just like Medusa, I
What
think
up,
he'd be a great fit for
Astrid
this game's art
Rose?
style, and I can already imagine his
Appreciate
wild
it,
and
appreciate it,
twisted
appreciate it.
expressions.
I might need to turn out
Gameplay-wise,
that
his signature glide-
I might need to turn out that alert. That doing scared me.
Visually, just like Medusa, I think he'd be a great fit for this game's art style, and I can already imagine his wild and twisted
This panel's
expressions.
funny as hell.
Gameplay-wise, his signature glider and pumpkin bombs could lend themselves well to a unique moveset.
True.
Now this might be a bit too crazy, but what if Norman had an install super that turns him into the Red
That's
Goblin?
the other,
This
yeah.
would be an easy
The
way
Red
to
Goblin.
implement Carnage without having to make him his own
I'm
character.
unfamiliar with Red Goblin.
Speeding through the remainder of the roster, we have
Base
two
pull.
more returning versus characters. Ghost Rider
Ghost
and
Rider.
Iron Fist. Ghost Rider is of course
Iron
already
Fist.
in the game.
Iron
and
Fist
I'm
makes so
excited
much
to see
sense.
how differently
Iron Fist makes so much sense for a fighting game. He's probably gonna get in. I should have put him on my list.
Robbie plays from Capcom.
That's gonna be the
original.
Rekka character.
The same can also be said
He's
for
literally-
Swordmaster Iron Fist.
Iron
I can
Fist.
definitely see an argument for Shang-Chi. Ultimately, I still
Or
think
Shang-Chi.
Iron Fist is Marvel's premier martial arts hero.
True.
For the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord is our final confirmed character. Looking at his gameplay, he's
What do
clearly
you pull for the
taken some
Guardians?
inspirations from Dante. Now, I briefly considered
True.
bringing back Rocket, but I don't want to crowd out the roster with too many gunslingers or returning versus characters.
Mm-hmm.
Loki is another fan favorite.
Oh, it's
villain
just
from
it's
the
just
MCU.
Star-Lord. Dang, he just like me for real. He just like me for real. Norman Osborn and Carnage. That's real? Red Goblin. Or that's probably not even what you said. But I'm unfamiliar. I gotta tap in. I gotta tap in. Well, would dang, mate, are they? Oh, I guess they might not be in movies. Huh. I didn't really think about that. I don't think they're gonna bring back Guardians when they do whatever they do in the next future phases. Dang. I didn't think about that. Groot would have been the pick? Okay. Because I don't think Solo Groot hasn't been a part of Marvel vs. Capcom. He's been in Rocket's ult. Well, Rocket's level 3. But I didn't even realize. Yeah. That Guardians 3 might be the last we see of the Guardians. That might pop up in like big event movies, but maybe. Oh my gosh. I did not even think about that. I did not consider that at all. Also,
Could bring
W
back
Loki.
Rocket, but I don't want to crowd out the roster with too many gunslingers or returning versus characters. Loki is another fan favorite villain from the MCU.
W
and was
Loki?
also on the cutting room floor for Marvel 3. According to producer Nitsuma,
Really?
at the time, Loki's trickster abilities just didn't seem like the right fit for a fighting game. In the
Really?
years since, Loki has become an incredibly popular character who's also been made playable in a number of other games. Perhaps they could take some inspiration from Marvel Ultimate Alliance, building a moveset around his illusions and ice magic.
Oh, that looks cool.
Aside from the Fantastic Four, Daredevil is arguably Marvel's next biggest hero, who's yet to be playable in a versus game.
W pick.
He's a character with a diehard
Incredible
fan base,
pick.
both from the comics and
Awesome
his
pick.
Netflix show.
Also, I didn't know that
including here with-
Loki was supposed to be in Marvel 3, or they were even considering Loki for Marvel 3. That's a fun fact.
would definitely be a big crowd pleaser. Now, what if I told you he's already in the game? If you look closely at the
No,
New
yeah,
York
he's in that
stage,
window.
You could see him poking through this window here.
Right.
In fact, we actually have a number of other Easter eggs, which may or may not be hinting at other
Janet.
characters.
Yeah.
Now, other
Wasp
fighting
was
games
also
have had
almost in my
cameos
pick
like
too.
this before, so don't immediately think this disqualifies Daredevil.
True.
Moving on to Blade. I've seen him pop up on a ton of
Everybody
other
wants
rosters,
Blade.
and for good reason.
Everybody wants
He's
Blade.
just a really cool character. Despite being pretty big in the 90s and early 2000s, just like Daredevil, Blade has never appeared in a versus game.
True.
When asked why he didn't make the cut for Marvel 3, Nitsuma said that he wanted to avoid having too many sword characters. Looking at Blade's
Now
arsenal of
that we don't
weapons,
have Dante
I'm
and
sure they could
Virgil.
find a way to differentiate him. And if they really want to stick with swords and guns,
Boom.
maybe they could take some cues from DNF Duel's Hitman. Next up,
DNF, that's a game I haven't played yet.
a big part of what
Moon
makes
Knight, this is
Knight
what I was
so
saying
fun
earlier.
is just how unstable he is. According to Taskmaster, the reason why he doesn't copy him is because Moon Knight just tanks through stuff. Translating that to a fighting game, maybe we could give him some super armor or invincibility on a few.
And
of
this
his
show is
attacks.
actually pretty
Now,
good.
you've probably seen this meme before, and yeah, let's just roll with it and give him a bunch of projectiles. Finally, as a way to
That's gonna
incorporate
catch
his
on.
multiple personalities, let's give him an install super that changes up his fighting style, as well as a debuff state similar to Arthur.
Ooh.
So I gotta give credit to Reddit user Master of Combat,
A
who's very
debuff.
likely figured out this game's final boss. The champion is an obscure character from the 80s, who's also
Yes.
being hinted at with this graffiti.
I had saw this earlier, but I didn't put it in my video. Would he? I didn't even think about this. Daredevil mandatory? Absolutely. Daredevil has to be in this game, man. Oh my gosh. Give him a chance. Where is Daredevil in my video games? But I didn't even really consider him as a character. Even though he has a stage, he clearly has a stage and some influence on whatever the story is going to be. I did not consider the champion for a character. Huh. Yo, if they announce this dude as a character, everyone's gonna lose their shit. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is that guy? But he is a guy. And he is a guy that brings other Marvel characters together to fight, to be the strongest. So him being the boss does make sense. And I wouldn't mind him being a character. But if the champion gets in, then it's really off the table of who has a chance to get in this game. That means anybody for real. Anybody can really get in this game if the champion can get in,
And what appears to be his own throne
which is
room.
kind of cool.
I've never heard of this guy before, but doing some reading,
I did
he's
not know he was in this
apparently
game.
Primordial cosmic being that travels across the universe in search of worthy fighters. In his debut
True.
story, he organizes this.
He had a
tournament
boxing
where he
ring.
defeats some of
He was in the
Marvel's
boxing
heavy
ring with the
hitters.
thing. I remember that.
Honestly, he seems like the perfect fit for a fighting game, and I respect the willingness to go for such a
The thing
deep
went all the
cut.
way.
So for this final character, I'm just gonna let the video speak
Crazy
for
hair.
itself.
Yo, for real. This was insane looking.
Universe in search
What
of
is
worthy
this?
Fighters.
Brother. Just go ahead and shave it off, dude. Brother. I mean, it is a little accurate to how far back it's pushed. It's crazy.
Throne room. I've never
You
heard
might
of
as
this
well
guy
shave it
before,
off, brother.
but doing some reading, he's apparently this primordial cosmic being that travels across the universe in search of worthy fighters.
Dog,
In his
give it
debut
up.
story, he organizes this boxing tournament where he defeats some of Marvel's heavy hitters.
He did do
Honestly,
that, though.
he seems like the perfect fit for a fighting game, and I respect
Now, who's the
willingness
last
to go
character?
for such a deep cut.
Who is the
So for this
last
final
character?
I'm just gonna let the video speak for itself.
Ain't no way. That would be insane. I might cry. I would cry a little bit at that trailer. If they revealed Ryu in this game, I might cry a little bit. I don't know how I'd feel. I actually might. I don't know what I would do. That might hurt too much. That might hurt too much. You can't do it to me. Cause then I'm gonna start asking for more Capcom characters. It's gonna be Soul Bad Guy. Just rubbing in our faces. There's no way. These pictures are crazy. Ain't no way. You're making me feel bad for Capcom. You're making me feel so bad.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please
Beta Ray.
seriously.
Beta Ray Bill's in the game. He's not a skin for Thor. Oh, he took Thor's spot. Crazy. Unfortunate. I do want more Beta Ray Bill content though. There's no way Ryu gets it though.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't take any of this too seriously. This video is just meant to be a fun way to open up discussion.
True.
I know I might have played things a bit too safe in some ways, so please feel free to suggest more wild out there picks. Anyways, really appreciate your time. Thanks again. Have a good one.
Of course.
Out there.
Thank you. W list. This is actually a cool roster. I think most people would be happy if they got this roster. One of the criticisms from my video was that there wasn't enough villains. And I looked back on my video and I was like, Ryu too good to be true? I don't know how I would feel. Thor and Bill? Bill is cool. I need Bill more as a skin. I need Bill in more things. Because he's such a cool character. But he's way too similar to Thor to be his own character. But I still need him to be in more things though. But this is a W roster. You even got Inhumans representation. Medusa, Quicksilver, Nightcrawler, and the Champion are such good picks for this. Really smart picks for this. Now I probably would have found somewhere on. I probably should have thought about this a little bit deeper. Yeah, but it's so hard to like take somebody off. You know, it is quite a challenge. Plus, it wouldn't be too surprising if they like made the DLC some of the bigger name villains like Ultron, like an Ultron pack, or like somebody in my comments was mentioning Mr. Sinister as a character. That would be cool. That'd be tight. What is this song? But this is a W video. The editing on this goes crazy. I'm hitting the subscribe. W video, W roster. I really have no problems with this. I have no qualms with this. Except for the Ryu. Except for Ryu. That would hurt. That would hurt so bad. Because as soon as you put Ryu in this game, dude, I'm asking for every Capcom character in my dreams. I'm going to ask Arc System Works. I'm going to ask Arc System Works for every Capcom character. I'm not asking for no Arc System Work character. I don't want no Guilty Gear character. I'm saying, where is Chun-Li? Where is Dante? Ultron, yeah, man. That's somebody I really wanted to have on my roster, man. If I had If I made my roster 33 slots, I would have had Ultron as the 33rd. Being like the premier Avengers specific villain. But this is awesome. This is an awesome list though. W list. God, the champion is such a good realization that you could just be a character. And so the natural, I appreciate it. It comes with just yapping, you know? You just yap as if somebody is there even if they're not there. But this is an awesomely edited video though. The editing in this goes crazy. I like the memes in here, like the quick one-shot memes that are in here. This is awesome, dude. This is gonna blow up too. Like all this stuff, I know how much effort it takes to edit a video together, so this is awesome. I appreciate watching this. I appreciate you showing it to me and telling me. When I talk about because I think I am going to make a follow-up video talking about all the roster picks from my comic or from my video, and just seeing what other people wanted from their videos. I might bring yours up if that's okay. Now, when that video is going to come out, I have no idea. But this is an awesome list. This is one of the best lists I've seen. Because I think Max put out a list and he had like all X-Men. Only X-Men. And I was like, brother, I don't think it works like that. All X-Men and Silver Surfer. And I was like, buddy, I understand. But nah, I don't think it's gonna work out like that. I wouldn't be too mad. I wouldn't be mad at it. I love X-Men. Also, he was saying Fantastic Four is one character. I need Fantastic Four as 4 separate characters. Any list that has 4 separate characters is a W list. Off gate is a W list. It rocks with me. But that might be it for the stream. Honestly, this stream was just so I can test out multi-streaming, because I was having big issues yesterday. And it turns out I just need to reset my router, and yeah, everything's working smooth. No frame drops or nothing. Actually, a bunch of frame drops happened somewhere. So maybe I didn't figure it out. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. As soon as they announced that game, I was like, there's going to be 50 videos of people discussing their roster. I had to get in on it. So I think it's a pretty good topic for like fighting game creators or comic book knowers or comic book creators to make their list. Tobal? There it is. But yeah. Thanks so much for coming through. That might be it for the stream. I have a pizza to finish, so I'm probably gonna stream again tomorrow. W stream. And how am I gonna end this?